Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Puji Rahayu. I will explain to you about sociolinguistic. In chapter 2, the material is language choice in multilingual communities. In multilingual communities, more than one language is used. It means that people living in this situation may speak more than one language. When interacting with others, they can choose a code or a variety which is appropriate with participants' topic and location. According Holmes, the linguistic form chosen by a speaker is influenced by social context in which he is talking. It matters who he is talking to, participants, where he is talking or setting, what he is talking or what the topic, and why he is talking, or the functions of interaction. As a result, the same message may be expressed differently to different people. For example, my uncle is from the city of Bengkulu and use Bengkulu language as a mother tongue. When my uncle go to Sakayu, he will use Sakayu language. When my uncle will use Bengkulu language when he's back at hometown. Or my family who's from Bengkulu and they can speak Bengkulu language call my uncle or meet with him. My uncle will use Bengkulu language, and when he goes to outside of Sakayu, he will use Indonesian language. Okay, and next, I want to give you word example about Kalala. Kalala, for example, he is from multilingual city and multicultural city because he lives in Bukavu, such as the word is CSHY. He used informal language at home and marketplace, and formal language at wedding, funeral. And then the word, for example, Swahili. It is communicate with people from different tribal. Swahili is a lingua franca. And then the word, for example, Kingwana. It is his own distinct language features. He used this language to children and adults he meet in the street marketplace, maybe. And then the word is Indaubil. It is a special variety or code. It is used by young people in Bukavu regardless of their tribal background. And then next, domain language use and code choice. I want to explain you about the means and then the example of each terms. The first, domain. Domain language use. A domain involves there are typical interaction between typical participants in typical setting. For example, typical family interaction. Typical topic is family activities, and then typical participants is family members, and then typical setting is home. And for chord choice is any kind of system that two or more people employ for communications. For example, Rosie lives in Palembang. She is Sakayu. In here, there are table about domain and varieties or code. For example, in here, domain is home or family. The varieties or code is Sakayu, and then domain is school or education. The varieties or code is Palembang. And next, I want to explain to you about social factors affecting code choice. What does it means? What are they? The first is social distance. The social distance is relevant. For instance, how well do they know each other? For example, what is the social distance between the participants? Are they strangers, friends, or brothers? And then status. The status relationship between people may be relevant in selecting the appropriate code. They are, for example, teacher with pupil, and then the doctor with patient, and then official with citizen. And the next dimension. The dimension of formality may also be important in selecting an appropriate variety or code. For example, in here, in church, at a formal ceremony, for example, the propriety variety will be different from that used afterwards in the church porch. And last function, the function or goal of the interaction. For example, when Kalala applies for an office job, what is the language being used for? Okay, the next material I want to explain to you about diglossia and polyglossia. Do you know what do the terms mean? What the example about it? Okay, the first, diglossia. Diglossia is dependent on the situation. For example, of that language are used in formal and non-formal situation. Informal, for example, in giving ceremony, and then informal, for example, conversation with family members. And then polyglossia. Polyglossia is more than one language in that community. For example, in Indonesian language, which can vary in various regions. Or in Batak language, there are Batak Karo, Toba, Simanulung, and etc. And then, what is code switching or code mixing? And then, what the factors about it, and then what the example. Code switching refers to the alternation between two or more language, dialect, or language registers in the course of discourse between people who have more than one language in common. And code mixing, also called intrasentential code switching or intrasentential code alternation, that is occurs when speakers use two or more language below clause level within one social situation. And for example, when you change language intentionally and you do it because of specific purpose, for example, the presence of third person that does not share the same language, or the change of topic or situation. In other words, the switch is functional. That means you code switch is used. And then when you insert a piece of word other than your language, and you have no specific purpose or intention when doing that, that means you use code mixing. Okay, I think that's all from me. Sorry for my mistake. And finally, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Bye bye.